Say another motherfucking word, and this shit is over. Swing the remix, man. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck. Shut up. I say shut up. Shut up. No. I'm trying to say something else. Shut up. Shut up. This shit is over. This shit is over. Oh. Shut up. Oh. 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 Say something else. Oh shit. Oh. Say something else. Say something else. Oh. Oh. Say something else. Oh shit. Oh. Say something else. Oh. Say something else. Oh shit! Oh, say something else. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Oh shit! Oh, say something else. I ain't playing no. I ain't playing no. I ain't playing no. Now who sent you, nigga?
Boom, 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 boom. Yo. Hey, it's a good day. Great day. It was a good day. It was a good day. We have a great show for you guys. Great show for you guys. It's circled. It's centered around the women today. So some of y'all fellas are gonna be mad. Some of y'all women are gonna be happy, or it could be the other way around. But first, I want to introduce you guys to my my new panel, yo. Like I went around and I was lucky that these people were free and that they were down for the cause, believing in the cause and even in the playing field. That's what we're trying to do here. Even it up, give y'all a place to come to where you can also hear men be held accountable, not just women. We doing it, and get to laughing, and get to debating, and get to being mad, and get to crying. All of that at the same time. With further ado, I want to introduce y'all to the Magnificent Three. The Magnificent Three. Woo! Look, boy. Hey, and I got the producer in my ear. Listen to me. Today we are not going to be having Chris all up in the screen more than me. Okay, remember that. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to do that. All right, could y'all introduce yourselves, please?
My name is MEEK. I'm the sexy revolutionary. And you keep listening, you'll understand why.
Nice. How do I come after that? I'm just Tawanna,
Oh, stop.
That's it, just Tawanna. And I like to talk shit. That's all. So it's gonna be very, very entertaining.
I like that. I like that.
And I am the evolutionary playboy, but you can call me Chris. I definitely talk shit, but I keep it real. I'm ready though.
I don't keep it real.
So I have a question off top. Chris, is this going to be the standard uniform?
Yeah. If you go to my my YouTube page, this is the uniform I wear every episode.
Oh,
yes. Yes,
ma'am.
You on the non-uniform plan.
There we go.
There you go.
Equality around here, right? Equality.
I see.
And that uniform is definitely not approved. It's not approved by me or management.
I'll pay the fine later.
I got a question. My producer like mixing it up. And he gonna ask me. This is not coming from me. He's I have to ask.
Okay.
He says, could MEEK come in the same outfit? That's what he asked. That's what he asked. He asked that. Look, I'm married, and I'm gonna tell y'all something, but big secret. Like, that's my wife's best friend. So don't play with me. Don't play with me. And I'm dead serious. Don't do it. Just let you know how Mr. C.Y.P. get down. His wife and her friends. You see how I get down. Walk it like I talk it. Maybe you should try to be like me. All right. But listen. The first topic we are talking about is the bring it down on a serious note. Is the evolution of women, right? I was talking to one of my friends and I thought to myself, ever since I can remember and he could remember and my grandfather and his father before us and what we were taught in history, women have always been told what to do and guided by us. Always, like literally, beginning of time, like if they wanted to eat, if they wanted to live, if they wanted to be protected, they were told how to do it, how to cater to us. It's always been that. And I started to think to myself, this is 2021. Women have more freedom today than they've ever had, ever, right? That's causing a lot of problems for a lot of men. A lot of men don't feel as respected, with the more freedom women get. But at the same time, what kind of real man gets mad at a person's freedom, right? Like, what kind of person would you be? Think about racism, and it's a black panel right here. Imagine that. Imagine you not wanting certain people of a different color to be mad at you for what you feel when you get freedom, for the rights that you want when you get freedom. You don't want them being mad at you. But I think that it's funny that the same men turn around and get mad at certain women for exercising their rights and their freedoms. It's craziness. Like, I thought about that. And I'm trying to say, maybe they have evolved, right? Maybe we never got to understand who women really are because they were never allowed to tell us or show us. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm right. I think that from 2021 on, we are going to see a new woman, and men are going to have to adapt to that. We are going to have to adapt. And I'm not telling you to be fearful, because men are free and we get married, right? So why wouldn't a free woman want to get married and be submissive too? It doesn't mean that just because she's a woman, she won't do that and she's free. No, she has the right to do so. And maybe in the future she'll have the courage to tell you, like, yo, I'm not looking for that. Yo, I don't want to stay at home. Yo, I don't want to have that many kids. Maybe I don't want to have any. Maybe she'll have the courage to tell you that, and you'll have the cojones to understand it. Like, damn, that's how it is. Maybe I gotta adapt to that, or find one who is in line with what I'm in line with, right? I always tell people, don't be around people because they look like you. Be around people because they act like you, right? And if they act like you and they look like you, then you hit the jackpot. Go find you a woman who vibes with you, and don't worry about the rest of them. I'm telling you, I could be wrong, but I do believe that we have never seen a true woman, because women have never been truly free. And I think that 2021 and beyond is teaching us that. I want to open up to the panel to let me know if I'm right, wrong, or just crazy. I don't know.
Okay, I'll go first. So a little background on me. I'm currently in pursuit of my doctorate of becoming a family marriage therapist. And one of the main things that like motivated me to even pursue this was this exact thing. And I'll even take it deeper. It's like the evolution of the Black woman, So like, I agree with you. But I think there's a when we throw certain words and terminology in there to like try to explain the situation, it can skew like the perspective. So when people think like, oh, like this new woman in this new day and age, and yeah, it is new, but like some things are still the same. You have women that are, want to work, want to be able to, have their own career and have their hey bestie, and hold themselves down, pursue their own goals. But when I know me personally, when I'm in a relationship with a man, I want to be able to tap into my femininity. And what I have learned as a woman is that like, you don't just go giving that away to just any man. And I think that's the part that's like challenging for men. For some men, is that they don't realize that like the submissive, the what is it called? What was the word I'm looking for? The the cooperation is not just given to you. Just because you got a dick between your legs and some balls does not mean that you are capable to lead. Like, and that's the part where I think that we're finding a real like issue is that like is that like some men automatically think like, I'm the man, you need to let me be the man. But love, you have to realize that we're coming in a generation where a lot of us didn't even grow with our fathers. So just like how I'm a fatherless a woman, you're a fatherless man. So who taught you? Who taught you? Where did you get, who did you gain, because when you're born into this world, you're not just given the blueprint. You have to look at role models. And so who taught you? So if you're in a house full of women, not saying that you can't be a real man, but you have to gain some type of like insight from somewhere. And so like, we have a lot of men out here that really don't know what that looks like and what that truly means to be a man.
Ooh. Hey, I think she was talking to you, Chris. I don't know.
Well,
I'm starting shit.
the funny thing is, I thought it was going to be some far left type of response, but I was surprised pleasantly. She made a lot of sense, actually. The
Ooh,
thing is, femininity should never be lost, no matter how you evolve as a woman. And that's
Yes.
becoming the problem. A lot of
Yes.
women are getting these degrees, these high
Yeah.
paying jobs, and they forget that they're women. And what that means is they
mhm.
become hard. They go to school and learn, I don't need a man. So on one end, you have those same women complaining about not being able to find one, but they pick their career over family. And from the way I was brought up, I thought that was one of the most important things to a woman, her family. That's what mattered the most. But I think it's kind of like trading what matters the most to trying to compete with people that aren't even competing against you. And I agree also that because I'll never stand behind weak men. It is a lot of dudes that think that just because they're men that they deserve to be followed. And you have to know what you're doing. You can't expect a woman to follow your lead if you don't even know where you're going.
Mm.
But you also have women that think that they're supposed to be running the show. But I go by what I was taught in the church. I grew up Christian, and the man is supposed to be the head. He's supposed to lead his family. And the man also bows down to God. And that's the problem. You can't expect a woman to follow you if you, the man, aren't following someone. You should be
Mm.
following God so he can give you proper direction. But the problem is you want women to bow down. And that's not even the thing because submission is a voluntary action. You want
Absolutely.
them to submit, but you're not submitting yourself to God. So, yeah, I agree. If he's not being a good leader, go somewhere else. But
Yikes.
make sure that you know how to follow and you'll be fine.
Mm.
Tawana,
Man, hold
said
on with that
something.
sound bite. Who did that? I ain't get no claps after me. This is what we not. This is not gonna be tolerated here. Okay. First off, you're not gonna overclap me, sir. You're not gonna overclap me.
Crazy.
You can definitely believe that. But I'm sorry, Tawanna. Please tell us your opinion on this.
I mean, so the question, okay, you said have women finally evolved. I do think the evolution has been happening over time, over a long period of time. I mean, and obviously, as you said, women were silenced. And so I think that lots of people kind of told women what our priorities were and, you know, put us in, limited us and gave us a box. And I think even the feminist movement started to kind of disrupt that, right? Wanted to give women access to education, give women access to all these different things to, you know, get us out of that box and allow us to enter the workforce and allow us to take those roles. And also we have really no choice but to enter the workforce because, you know, men were away in the army. And so without women, you know, the workforce would not have thrived and would not have continued. So yes, there has been an evolution. It didn't, I don't know if we finally evolved. I just think that it has been gradual over time. And obviously it's led to this, you know, critical moment in history where there's this divide between the genders, right? Men are fighting for us to be back into that place and women are different. We want to, some women don't want families, you know, some women don't want children, you know, some women are you know, focused on their education and some women want to travel, they want to do all these things, they want to play sports, they want to do, you know, have this different access. And I think that it's confusing to some men who are archaic in their beliefs because they feel that women should just put their families first, as Chris said, or should prioritize things that, you know, necessarily all women don't see that as a priority, right? And so we kind of limit people, we kind of limit women in that way. And so, yes, you are in this moment where millennials are, you know, technology driven. We're out, you know, we're being more vocal about things that we like, things that we want, things that women appreciate. And I think it's actually scaring men in a way where, you know, we're more sexual than they thought we were. We're more vocal than they thought we were. We're more open about the things that we want and desire. And I don't think that that's a new thing. I just think that it's, you know, more socially acceptable because this inclusivity thing is starting to be, you know, the trend, right? Everybody wants you to, you know, kind of accept everyone as they are in this new life. And so all of that is being pushed on us in our culture. So I'm just talking about, you know, the evolution. Yes, women are different. And I think that it's a lot to do with American culture too, right? This idea that you can just build yourself up and become
whatever you want to be.
Right, whatever you want to be. And I think women wanted a part of that. Like, well, look, you know, men ain't the only people that want to become something. We want to become things as well. And so I think it's just a part of American culture. And sometimes a lot of the things that men try to push on us is American men is not a part of American culture, right? It comes from other cultures, right? They try to reference other cultures. Oh, women in this community do this and women in this community do that. But American culture is that every man for themselves. You know, a woman can work, a man can work, everyone can work, and more than likely in your household, both parties work. And I've seen that be great unions and marriages in all my life. I know people married 50 years where the mother worked, the father worked, everybody brought home the bacon. And, you know, cooked it too. So I just think that a lot of the ideas that we have, unless we adjust, unless we shift, and we understand that things have progressed and changed, you know, a lot of people are going to have problems partnering because their ideas about what women want and desire is really antiquated. It's really, it's way outdated. It's too far left. So
I'm about to spice it up just a little bit. So we've been talking about the evolution. And so in actuality, I don't think it's an actual evolution because evolution is like a progression, you know, like forward. Because like everyone brought up the history, right? And so I think that's something that we really do need to crack open is like the history. And I'm going to just speak from the Black woman's perspective because, you know, maybe people from other races can relate, but I'm not familiar with other relations because I'm not of another race. So I'm going to speak from a Black person. I mean, Black woman perspective.
Chris is familiar.
Okay, Chris.
What is that?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, Chris.
He's talking mess, man.
He's talking mess.
Okay. I caught that one.
I want to hear what that means soon, you know.
Yeah.
No, he was talking about. I'll let you continue.
With the swirl.
Oh no. Huh? What?
He was
Go
talking
ahead.
mess.
I've been knowing that dude for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that.
Hey Rilla.
Oh, and Tawanna had asked, excuse me to cut you off. Lanika had asked, evolving to what? And I don't know if that was to me, but I was like,
well, that's the reason why I started that. Yeah. And so but we all brought up the history, right? So a lot of things like Tawanna brought up, you know, wars. We have things like mass incarceration. We also have, when it comes to Black folks, you know, mass massacres and, you know, our men just being killed. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you just look at like the history of the Black woman, like she honestly didn't have a choice. Because I know that's like an ongoing argument is like, why do Black women want to compete? You know what I mean? And it's like, we're not competing. Like this is like for a state of survival. If a Black woman was not as strong as she has been in the past decades, we would no longer be here. Like we had no choice but to basically tap into our masculinity in order to survive. And what I'm learning, like, so for 10 years, I was a professional dancer. And what I learned from dancing is that like a lot of women do not have the space or the opportunity to really tap into their femininity like we think we should. You know, people think, oh, it's just like hair and whatever, but it's not that. I'm talking about really tapping into your femininity, like your feminine like side. You're tapping into like the nurturing side, right? We really don't have that opportunity nor that space, especially the Black woman. The Black woman definitely does not have the opportunity nor that space. So when you see this woman that's like, I'm going to get this and I got this and I'm Miss Independent, she was conditioned that way, you know, and granted, she might love it. You know what I mean? I'm not here to judge nobody, but if you look over the decades of like the you say the evolution of the Black woman. I say that we're getting back to what is natural. That's what I say, because we learn, we seen it. We see like, okay, in order to survive, it was like a defense mechanism or a surviving, technique where it's like, you know what, my man's not here. He in Vietnam fighting the war for a country that don't even fucking care about him. But my family still needs to eat. One thing that Kevin Samuels always brings up is like the Black woman chose welfare over her man. But it's like
not true.
But that's completely not true, because if we really break that down. True. Wait, hold on. Let me go in, Chris. Let me go in, Chris. Let's break this down, Chris.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna need you to follow me real quick, okay?
We have
round one.
Exactly. We have the enslavement, right? And then like if a man if a man stood in his place and like exercised his masculinity, the master was gonna probably kill him or whoop his ass, right? So from slavery on through, like the Black man has been completely emasculated, like completely, right? He goes in trying to prove his point, like, yo, I'm about to join this army. I get in the military, I can provide for my family. Comes back from this war, they don't give him shit. We got things like redlining, like all this, like unjust for the Black man, trying to prove and like, make his statement like in his household that I'm the man. Now, also in these wars, he's coming back with drug habits, PTSD, mental issues, and so on. Not all, but some.
STDs.
STDs, children, other children from other countries. And so once he's returned to the Black woman, he's completely like he's completely dismantled. Like, you're dealing with this man that wants to prove himself, but the government does not give him the opportunity to prove himself. So then he's also dealing with the stresses from the war and shit, and he's feel less than. But then guess what? As a woman, I still gotta go. We got kids. The fuck, we got kids. And I think for anyone that wants to look it up, Nikki Giovanni and Eric Baldwin have a beautiful conversation about this exact thing, about this ongoing not tit for tat, but this ongoing kind of like tension that is created by our system and our government, and that is brought into the Black home. So then when we go back into where this era that Kevin Samuels is talking about, like in the 70s, unemployment was at an all-time low, especially within like Black impoverished areas. So we had no jobs. So now we have an emasculated man, mentally, you know what I mean? Like a dismantled man in my house. There's no jobs. And then the government says, okay, we'll help you. But in order to help you, we have to do this. So Chris, you right here said, like the way I was raised is that the woman took care of the family. Her main priority was the family, right? So as a Black woman, it's like, do I feed my kids or do I stick with this man that is like, you know what I mean? Like he's completely broken. Like that's a hard ass decision to have to deal with as a woman.
Chris getting ready. He getting ready. Look, he getting ready. Look.
That's a hard ass. It's not as easy as people make it seem. Like the way like Kevin was trying to say, it's not that easy. That's hard. That's really hard. Like, cause I want to stick by you, but now look at these kids that we have to feed. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to be like, I'm gonna stick with you. We're gonna ride this out, and our kids are gonna starve. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Let Chris interject. I know you've been waiting. I want you to forget.
Okay. So I heard you mention slavery and how Black men were emasculated in front of Black women. And that's true. But when you fast forward to the 60s when welfare came about, the thing about it is subconsciously you made white people your savior already. Because the thing about it is 100 years after slavery, Black people were doing better than we are 30, 40 years after welfare. True. We had land, we had healthy households, and very high marriage rates. Now, the thing is, in the 60s, when that welfare came into play, the only way a woman can qualify was she had to choose, like you said. And most women chose the government over their men. So can you say that men were the blame for that. Or
I didn't say men were to blame.
hold on.
What?
It boils down to a choice. The thing about it is a lot of men moved to the north because that's where the work was. They were going out trying to provide for their families. And it was instant gratification for the women that chose the government. And to add to that, in the 60s, I can't think of the woman's name. I was trying to think of it, but it's a white lady. I can't think of her name. And she was also an FBI agent. She started the feminist movement. And in her teachings, she chose Black women. And in all of her literature, she talked about nothing but degrading Black men, saying you don't need them, this and that, right? And she also said that this is going to change the Black family, which it did, because that's when the Black family started to break down in the 60s.
Right,
And
but
what happens is today we are seeing the effects of feminism, because for so long, a lot of Black women have said, consciously and subconsciously, I can do it without you. And now you look at today, the Black family is destroyed. You have so many women on welfare, Section 8, child support. These are all government funded situations. And again, what does it say? You don't need a Black man, right? So now today you look at the marriage rates, 24%. And even the ones that do get married, 70 to 80% end up in divorce. So you can blame it on PTSD. You can blame it on the war. What it looks like is you have Black men trying to keep their families together.
Wow.
But
Mike,
you made a choice to pick the government over your family.
No, Chris, no.
I'm not wrong. I'm talking about factual information, not feelings.
No. This has nothing to do. This is factual,
documented
but just
information.
like
it's not factual.
Not feelings.
No,
yes,
it's
it
not.
is.
No, because what you stated is actually it is actual feelings, because the thing that you're not also recognizing is the effect of that decade of being, battered and emasculate. Like that is going to have a dire effect on its people. If you fast forward to the 60s, but what happened? Like those communities you talked about 100 years after emancipation, guess what happened? Though that KKK came through and completely massacred those people. So when you constantly seeing that, you're constantly seeing your people getting torn down, you cannot sit here and say that there's not going to be some type of mental effect on the brain. Like you're like it's
so you
actual,
go to
it's an actual
to support from the same government that massacred these people.
Complicit.
You go get help from the people that massacred Black people. Make that make sense.
A lot of Black men were complicit in us accepting government assistance.
Bam.
They were still in the home with us while we were
Bam.
Yes, they were. They were complicit and a lot of Black men at that time self-reported being unable to provide for their family.
Bam. Exactly.
Because of the manufacturing industry completely failing in the 60s. With all that land and all that property, we were losing everything because
well, they moved to the north.
That's the reason, and that is the reason in the 1970s when Lyndon B. Johnson was president, there was an ultimate. There was the unemployment rate was at an all-time high.
You guys glorify the 60s, but
exactly because you got that Black Panthers.
I don't glorify nothing.
Yes, you do.
No,
and
a lot of
people and to go back on what you said, feelings. I have no feelings for this because.
But what I'm saying, what you're reporting, I'm not saying when I say feelings, I'm not talking about you personally because Chris, I don't know you like that. Right. But what I'm saying is that what you just state is not history. It has nothing to do with when you say factual. No, that's more of an opinion. Like it's not actual.
An opinion.
Yes, it is.
It's documented information.
No, by who?
Documented information.
Who's telling the story? You telling me a white woman? You're telling me your sources come from a white woman that documented the Black woman's experience?
No.
How many?
What happened was What happened was it was a white woman that started the feminist movement.
Well, we all know that.
We all know that.
We all know that, and we all know that. Though
a black woman as the face of it.
We know that.
She
we
hid
know
behind
that
the black
women.
woman.
We know that
So
the black woman story was used to push the white
the story,
Exactly.
not the white woman. The black
Right.
woman, after she had a mental breakdown, told the truth about what happened. And today is the exact result of that.
No,
but
Yes,
it's not
it is.
what I'm saying that you're not acknowledging is that you're starting the issue at the 60s. And the issue wasn't at the 60s. It's been a slow disintegration of our family since we landed here on this land. And that's what I'm trying to say.
How could it be a slow disintegration when 100 years after slavery, we are doing better than we are after?
What do you mean, love? Are you not following me? Are you not following what I'm saying? So you have slavery that's over 400 some years. Then we say F this, we're gonna do what we actually had multiple millionaires on the rise during that time. So I'm very familiar about that era that you're talking about. And then guess what?
And
they go through. No,
we have even more millionaires now.
No, I'm not talking about comparing now. I'm talking about this slow disintegration.
Now matters. Now matters. You can't talk about disintegration if we have more now. We got more now.
I'm talking about the disintegration of the black family. Do we have more black together families now than we did then? Yes or no?
I said we had more back then.
Exactly. So that's the disintegration that I'm talking about. Right. That is the disintegration that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about money.
Is what created it.
No. And you're skipping this whole. You're skipping a lot. You're skipping a whole lot. You're skipping. I'm trying to, but you're not following. So I'm like,
no. I mean, I'm giving information and I can spit with no problem. You should be able to tell me if it makes sense. I'm going to listen. I'm open-minded. I'm not stuck on my opinion. If it makes sense, I'm going to be like, you know what? That's right.
We got to take a quick commercial break.
Okay, let's take
a commercial break. I want y'all to get something to drink.
How long we got?
This episode sponsored by. Okay.
We got a long time, huh?
EventStreams.us has all your audio and video production needs. Live stream, record, and edit any event with packages to fit every budget, large or small. Stream your wedding, birthday party, sporting event, concert, or performance. Start a podcast, talk show, or broadcast your church service every Sunday. If you could dream it, we can stream it. Again, that's EventStreams.us, streaming live content online since 2009.
Here's a story about an online company who was dreaming of one day making clothes. So he thought about the weather, hot and cold. Idea, why don't we all go gold? Welcome back. 6 new members. That's 6 new members to the Gold family. And I'm here to tell you all about them. For one, Truman Lawson. Gold. Karen. Gold. You're Rayleigh. You got it, girlfriend. Ellie. Looking cool in your gold. Sandra. Congratulations on the nuptials, girl. You look great in gold. And then we have Jacoby. He's from Asia. And I'm thinking about slicing the prices. I said thinking, didn't say doing. Now, I want to welcome all of you guys to the Gold Company and the Gold family. Thank you so much. Until next time, go gold. Oh, matching. See, these are the 2-piece sets, right? This is female, this is male. The male comes with a sweater. The women's is much more comfy. You can move around, you can dance in it, twerk in it. That's cold. Can we see the commercial? She wasn't doing what I say. I'm the director. Anyway, I hope y'all like it. Go to claimfits.com. Get your matching suit right now for you and your lady, for your son, your uncle, whoever it might be. I put a lot of work into this. Love me like I love you. We out. See, we had to calm it down. Oh, everybody's calm. Everybody's feeling good. We could jump back into the conversation because I'm sitting there trying to be the judge. I don't know. Like, everybody got good points. So what I want the people to do in the chat is give us a 1 if you agree with Chris, and give us a 2 if you agree with the ladies. I mean, let's just see who you agree with.
And thank you for the correction, y'all. James Baldwin. And I actually, it's like one of my favorite writers. I'm like, it was slipping my mind. James Baldwin. Yes. But it's a beautiful piece. And I love the dialogue. So if y'all really, want to look it up.
What is it called?
Nikki, it's a conversation between Nikki Giovanni, the poet, and James Baldwin. And they talk about this period that we're talking about, the 60s, 70s period. She start getting like more like an insight as to what's going on and like the transactions that's going on between the Black man and the Black female. And they speak about like the hardships of the Black man. And the thing is I'm not trying to point blame as to who did what. I'm just trying to give understanding. And I think that if both parties understand what each other has gone through, what our experience has been in America, then we can be like, you know what, damn, this is not even your fault. You know what I mean? Like,
Meek, that's my problem too, is that I feel like they don't understand that we were oppressed as well. Like, and we also experienced racism, and we also are a part of all of the things that were happening to Black.
30 seconds on this topic, 30 seconds.
Yes. So, I mean, I think that's lost. And so that's important to say that Black women were also, being
conditioned.
Conditioned. Right. We were also a part of racism. We were also like treated poorly. And then it's sexism and all these other things that affected us as well. So I think that they put a lot of blame on us as if we had some power to do anything.
We just woke up this morning and said, you know what? Fuck these men. Fuck these men. I don't give a fuck about any of y'all.
We are powerless. We were just as powerless as you are.
Or even more.
Give Chris the last 10 seconds. Take the 10. Right. Take the 10.
And all what I want to say is that the thing about it is, even though I'm speaking from the literature I got, I don't feel any way. Like, I'm not sitting here blaming women. I've never had a problem with women. A lot of guys that talk like that, those angry dudes, those are the dudes that never had women, and their lives aren't together, which is a reflection of why they don't. I just speak from statistical facts because we all feel certain ways about things, but facts are facts regardless.
There you go.
Cut. We gotta move on. I knew that was gonna trigger her with that statistical fact. He triggered you.
No. That it wasn't a statistical fact. It was.
We gotta go. No.
It was the emotional thing.
We gotta go. See? We gotta go. We gotta go to the second topic.
Come on, let's get on.
Second topic. We got 20 minutes left. We look. I told you, if it's a good topic, we're gonna let it run. Second topic. There's something that's being said around communities, especially online, that 10% of men are having sex with 80% of the women. This is what's being said here. I believe that is damn near impossible to happen. I'm going to tell you why it's impossible. Let's just say you have 100 men and 100 women walk into a building. Random men, right? Random men. No. Let's make the men fly dudes. All 100 fly dudes in a building. Let's just say that. I'm gonna help you understand this. 100 fly dudes in the building, and you got 100 regular women in the building, right? We're gonna do the regular women first. Those 100 dudes, right, are not gonna want to even have sex with 80% of those regular women. They fly dudes don't usually go after girls who are under 6, right? If the average woman is a 5, what makes you think fly dudes are having sex with all the women if most women are average? Right? If most women are average here, the dudes who you say are the 10% who are getting all the ladies, they don't even deal with these kind of women. So how could they be having sex with 80% of women. That makes no sense at all. And there's no factual evidence to prove that at all. And true, last point. If it were true, there will be a whole lot more kids with the same dad, a whole lot more bloodlines being mixed. If only 10% of 10% of men are having sex with 80% of women, as if 80% of women come together and say, you know what, I only want to get down with him, even though most women who are married and not virgins had sex with a regular dude. But we'll see. Am I wrong or what? Let's see. I know who disagrees, but if you disagree, let's go with disagreements first. If you disagree, go ahead.
I'll say I can't back that that statistic, but I could say it's actually believable. And I say it because even though, you know, fly dudes with money, they may not deal with her, but dudes will still smash. And it's a lot of women. Remember, it's dudes that might be fly, might be rich, and cornballs. So they're not used to attention. They go out and they get attention from all these girls. They're gonna smash. You know, because it's a lot of those that it's a certain demographic of women that only go for a certain type of men. And even though they may never get wifed or anything, they just want to deal with them some way, somehow. And if you look at what, let's just say income wise, and there's nothing wrong. I think every woman has the right to want what she wants. But you know, most women, they're not going to want to date a guy making $50,000 or less a year, especially if she has education, and especially if she's making a substantial amount of money. So that'll like wipe out what, half of the population of men. So those women are going to be gunning for those top guys. And like I said, they may not get him to give her a ring, but he'll smash. And it's a lot of dudes. If you go like even to the South, it's a lot of people that I know who have cousins that have 10, 12, 15 kids. So I think it's possible. It's a lot of dudes that walk around and we think they're getting sex and they
hold on, but wait a second. If you're saying it's possible, it should not be promoted as a fact. Like you got people
that's why I said I can't back it. I can't
like
back
it's a fact.
it,
Like they literally did a survey and asked women, like, hey, you a virgin? No. Who you having sex with? Well, Trey Songz kind of dudes. Get out of here. No, you're not. No, you're not. Like I seen your man. And I'm telling you, that dude that you have sex with every day is not having sex with 80% of women. Like he doesn't even pull 80% of women. Like I don't, most men are not virgins. Newsflash. Most men are not virgins. They having sex with somebody, and it ain't always these top-notch women. And most women who do go home at night, when they try, as you say, go after the dude with the high income, that's what they want. That don't mean they getting them. So who they laying down with? Because we're talking about strictly the act of sex. We're not talking about who they like, who they want to be with, who they want to wife them up. We're talking about getting down with. Because the myth is getting down.
Let me ask you this: who is the 10%?
That's what. Thank you. Thank you.
Who are they? Are you saying that they are the people who are making 100K or more? Who is the 10%?
Yeah, like what's this 10% look like? Because I know some bum ass niggas that's slinging A-grade dick. Like, so I don't know who is the 10%.
Getting laid out here.
Who is that? Because you know they say that it's 6 degrees of separation, right? That you sleep, you know somebody that's sleeping with somebody, but is 80. You know what though? In the single world, it feels like it's 10 women to every man. I'm gonna tell you this. So I feel like
it does feel like that.
As a single woman, when you're a single woman, I'm married now. Of course, I'm married, been together for 4 years. Thank you. So, but when I was a single woman, it feels like we all want the same dude, right? Like it's just one or two dudes that's just like got 10, 15 women. So I do believe that,
there is like a
perception is that there is a limited amount of men that are accessible to women who, like Chris referenced, are educated and, maybe have their stuff together, and maybe they don't necessarily want to date a man who is not equal, right? In that way. So I guess I'm not agreeing with 10% of women and 80% of men, but I mean it's the other way, right?
Yeah.
10% of men, 80% of women. But I do think that maybe there is a small amount of men who qualify.
Hold on. Let me comment because I don't know if Shay XT is a man or a woman. I don't know. But anytime you come for me, listen. You know what will make more sense? Since it's so rocket science. If it was flipped and said 10% of women, the 10% of women are having sex with 80% of the men. That would make more sense,
Look,
idiots.
I understand where you're coming from. I understand.
Because women are the ones who get to choose who they have sex with. So those 10% are like, yo, I want those dudes. This 10% of dudes ain't, man, listen to me. Look at me, King. Look at me. I'm a married man, but if I wasn't married, trust me. Look at me.
Oh, shit.
You understand me? And I'm telling you right now. Look. We don't want 80%. Chris, keep it real. That's my partner. We don't want 80% of women nowhere unless we're going to a strip club. Okay.
Now, my thing is where the statement is a bit off. It's like, do you mean that they have the option to fuck 80% of if you word it that way?
Better wording.
You know what I mean? Like, because you're right. They're not out here just fucking laying it down. Like, you're right about that. But I also agree with Tawanna that like when you like in the single world, I'm single. Okay, I'm still out here in the ghetto.
Okay, great.
I'm still out here in the trenches. Not for long. Out here in the trenches, in the hood.
The producer said something in my ear. He said something in my ear. And look, man, I'm getting tired of you. He said, not for long, Murdoch is coming. That's what he said. I'm snitching.
I said that. I said not for long. Once she told somebody, they gonna be
Hey, but just to give you guys something to think about too, you got to remember that every woman doesn't have the mindset you guys may have or the experience. There's a lot of insecurity in the world. So it's a lot of people that'll just take what they can get. And if you really think about it, in America alone, it's 2 million more women than men.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more women than men in the world.
You know what I always say though when I go out, because we talk about these different levels of men or women. Honestly, everybody gets fucked. Everybody, no matter how like corny, ugly, small his dick is, whatever. Like everybody gets fucked. There's somebody out there fucking him. Like that. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I do think it can go both ways. That when you talk about like that level of like, oh, like she's bad, or oh, he got his shit together, or oh, she got her shit together. They have more options, of course, which that's rocket science. Mm-hmm. That's rocket science. But like 10%, like honestly,
I don't think it can be the other way around though. Like even if you a fly dude, like a woman can want to smash you, and a woman will still be like, nah, I'm a pass. Men, for the most part, if we want to get it, we gonna take it. You guys can say no to the flyest dude on the damn planet.
No, I'll take that.
That's why I said that. If it was flipped around, it'll make more sense because they're the ones who let you.
Yeah, they choose ultimately.
Honestly, y'all need to start having more value in yourselves. Like, be more than your dick. I'm kidding.
No, it's true though. That's why I'm an evolutionary playboy. That's my past life.
Don't take it back because.
Take that back. Hey, take that back. Take that back. You do not need to agree with that. You're a married woman. You're a married woman. You do not need to agree with that.
You are more than your dick, gentlemen. Like, just know that, okay?
They don't believe that though.
Don't let these women be out here just using y'all for just dick and freaking spaghetti, like
and child support.
You know what though?
Let me the topic tonight.
Let me say this though: Black men sleeping with all these women, having children with a lot of women and things like that. That's back from slavery time. They used to use Black men as a breeder, and I think that the mentality has been passed down. From y'all don't
have no standards. Y'all out here just making it anywhere.
Y'all don't have to be. Y'all don't have
standards.
Who is y'all? Who you talking to, Chris? You ain't talking to me.
I'm not.
You definitely ain't talking to me.
I'm definitely not out there. Listen, Carlos, I know you have standards.
We know you.
I know you have standards.
And I'm not talking to Chris either. What I'm saying.
Yeah, you are.
What I'm saying.
Hey.
Is
I'm
the
not out there no more.
the mentality.
No, and you're right. And you know what? And you know, I know this. Some people might not like what I got to say right now. But if you want to do like conduct a social experiment, go out to like the nearest watering hole, like your club, your bar, and look who's playing what position. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's these men. And guess what I see? Like, they'll start out at the bad chick, right? They start shooting a shot, brick. Then it goes to like the chick that's a 7, brick. Then go down 7. Then all of a sudden, now it's closing time and it's 2 a.m. You done bought everybody drinks. Now who you taking home? You're gonna take Shorty over here. That's now like a 1. You know what I mean?
The adjustable 3.
I'm taking something.
I'm
taking something.
Hey, hate to do it. We missed it. We gonna just knock out 2 topics. We're gonna move to next week. But I told people, if you tuned in, we was gonna do 10 questions, right? Okay. I told you we're gonna do 10 questions. We got 7 minutes and 30 seconds left for these 10 questions. Meek then told me that she wants to take the challenge, and I'm telling you now, ain't nobody gonna pass these 10 questions to freedom. And if they do, then goddamn, you are a free person. The whole point of this is to see who is free. How free are you? Are you a free woman? Are you a free man? Because if you're free, you can answer these damn questions. So, Meek, are you ready?
All right, Carlos, let's go.
And what we gonna do? Tawanna, do you think she gonna make it to the end?
Of course. Meek, you see how smart she is.
The war has started.
Chris,
do you think she's gonna make it to the end?
I mean, I kind of want to answer him too. I just like a challenge, but
okay, no, we'll double it up.
All right.
Ask first question.
I think
you answer.
she can.
You answer. Nah. One question. You answer. You answer. So whoever fall off, they fall off. Are y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
They go from hard to hardest. First one is: have you ever cheated?
No.
No. Number 2, age you lost your virginity.
14.
20.
14. Damn, 20?
Yeah.
Damn. Number 3, have you ever made a sex tape?
Yes.
Oh, y'all some freaky freaks. Number 4, which person do you hate the most personally?
Damn.
You gotta say their name.
First name.
James.
Andrea.
Whoever that is. 5, last celebrity that you fantasized about having sex with.
Oh.
0. None.
Nigel Sylvester. No.
Nah, you got it. You good. What is it? Nigel Sylvester?
Yes.
Okay. Number 6, what is your body count? And you got to be honest.
Damn.
Wait. Time out. My only thing is,
ain't no timeout. That's it.
Know.
That's
I
it.
don't
That's
know.
it.
I said 300 plus.
No, I just don't know. I don't keep count.
Just say
you said 300 over here, 300 over here.
I was a hoe.
Did you say 300?
Yeah.
He said 300.
Yeah.
He said
I was
300.
a hoe.
Chris, come on.
So Chris.
I started at 14.
So Chris is still in it. Meek you out.
No, but I'm saying I don't keep.
Nah, that ain't no answer.
She said she
don't want to lie. I didn't want to lie to you.
You around what? Around what? More than what? Less than what?
I would say around 95.
Woo! Shit, you might make it to the end. Okay. What is the Look, what is the full name of your recent ex boyfriend or girlfriend? Full name.
Aram Adams.
Tonisha Mitchell.
Tonisha Mitchell. That sounds like some random.
No. It's not.
Okay, it's not
Allen.
Okay.
Tonisha Allen. My bad. Tonisha Allen. Okay.
This question is a flipper question. Meek, you cannot pick Tawanna. Okay, who is the most attractive host? Me or Chris? And Tawanna. And Chris, you got to answer who's more attractive, Meek or Tawanna.
Booby, am I allowed to answer this question?
I know.
Am I? Is she in the room?
She watching. You know she watching.
Because I need permission.
Come on, Chris. What you doing?
Damn. I mean, I'm honest. Both attractive. Tawanna.
Oh, Tawanna. Oh, he said Tawanna. All right. Meek, are you out?
No, I'm gonna say you, but I needed permission first.
Well, that's what's up. I'll let you continue then. When I think about it, it'd be unfair. Okay. Number 9. Do Black Lives Matter or All Lives Matter?
All lives matter.
All lives matter right here, fellas.
Black Lives Matter.
Black lives, all lives.
All lives, he said. Oh.
Number 10. Y'all did a good job. Number 10. Are you smarter than your mothers?
Hell yeah.
No, my mom had a 4.17. No.
Damn. Y'all both made it since y'all the host. I don't know if I'm giving y'all anything. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all the host. I don't think I can give y'all anything on this show but an opportunity. But look, if anybody who heard, I swear to God, y'all did a great job. If anybody on here heard those 10 questions and you could come on here and be honest and answer them 10 questions, you will get your $50 gift card. That's my word. Or you will get your free claim hoodie or shirt or whatever hell you want for free. I'll send it to you, shipping, handling, everything for you. Thank you too, because that was awesome. The fact that y'all did that was super duper awesome, because some people would not have been able to answer those.
Chicago Rilla. Who's Chicago Rilla?
Oh, that's
Chicago
the pilot.
Rilla is my boy. Okay, he used to be a co-host on a previous podcast with me, but he's just somebody that's like super cool and very supportive.
And Mr. All Lives Matter 300. We definitely gonna get in your ass next week. Mr. All Lives Matter 300 over here. Hey, and the truth is, I'm only offended by one of those answers. That's your point. We don't know which one it is.
Let me tell you, if you asked me them questions, I would not have answered them. I'd have been like, "Get your T-shirt. I don't want nothing." No.
Look. So
it's just questions.
We finishing up, and I do want to thank everybody who came in, everybody who tuned in. Meek, give them your Instagram, social media, whatever you want to give them to let them know how to reach you.
Yeah, you can find me on IG, Meekness_Johnson. That is the government. And then on Twitter, I don't know my Twitter. I have to come back with y'all with that handle. I'm barely on Twitter. I don't tweet. But yeah, I'm on Twitter.
And if you want to reach her and you don't remember the name, you guys mostly follow me, C.Y.P. Training. If you follow, C.Y.P. Athletes, and she's on there. So just look up Meek on CY, you'll find her. Tawanna, Instagram, Facebook, all those things.
Let's talk about, so follow me on Instagram. It's Wanna_Chica. And that's mostly where you should follow me, because on Facebook, I'm always in jail and I got all kinds of stuff going on. So just follow me on IG, Wanna_Chica.
There you go. Chris, tell them where to find you.
And mine is on the screen. That's Instagram, Evolutionary Playboy, and YouTube, the same thing.
Great. There go that time. There it is. We got to get up out of here. I want to thank everybody who came. If you're watching on YouTube, press the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. We go once a week. The reason why we're going once a week, we may go more, but we starting off with once a week because I believe this truly. Anybody who gets on YouTube and talks about the same topic every single day is going to have to come up with some kind of lies to you, because nobody knows that much about everything unless you're a professor. That's just what I believe, and I want to make sure that everything we tell you is authentic, real, and you can see these hosts is true. These are some true hosts. These are people you're going to have to get used to. These are people you're going to see on a regular basis, man. I hope y'all love us like we love you. And as always, thank you for coming to find out what we about. And the famous slogan on the internet is CYP out. Thank you.